Hey guys, this is Subhashish Mishra, your test coach. Today we will learn about Selenium architecture. Okay, so in our previous video, we have learned what are the different Selenium components. So we know Selenium has four different components. One is Integrated Development Environment or IDE, then Selenium Remote Control or RC, Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. So today we are going to learn about Selenium architecture. So the main thing we need to understand here is Selenium works in a client and server design or architecture. Okay, we'll go in detail and we'll understand how Selenium works internally. Okay, there are four different parts we'll try to understand. The very first thing is Selenium client library or Selenium language bindings. Okay, so Selenium supports multiple libraries such as Java, Ruby, Python, and so on. Selenium developers have developed language bindings to allow Selenium to support multiple languages. If you want to use the browser driver in Java, use the Java bindings for Selenium WebDriver. If you want to use the browser driver in C Hash or Ruby or Python, then use the bindings for that language. So all the language bindings can be downloaded from Selenium official website. If we'll go to Google and search for Selenium, then the very first website Selenium WebDriver, just click here and then go to this downloads. Okay, so here you can see Selenium client and WebDriver language bindings. Okay, so here you can see different languages, suppose, right? Ruby, Java, Python, C Hash, JavaScript, and the download versions you can see here. All the details also you can find it here. So that's all about Selenium client libraries or language bindings. Okay, so we'll move to the next part. So the next thing is JSON where protocol. Okay, so what is this JSON where protocol? So we know JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It is used to transfer data between a server and a client on the web. Okay, so JSON where protocol used to transfer data between a server and a client on the web. Okay, JSON where protocol is a REST API that transfers the information between HTTP server. So what is client here? What is server here? We'll try to understand how it transfers data, right? So here client is Selenium client libraries. Okay, and server is browser driver. I'll just show you now. So here we can see the browser drivers. This is the third component. I will explain it. But for now, let's understand what is JSON where protocol. So here client is this one, our Selenium language bindings. Here is the client and this side is the server. Okay, and this JSON where protocol, it helps to communicate between this client and server. Okay, so here client is Selenium client libraries and server is browser driver, and to interact between this client and server we use JSON where protocol. JSON where protocol will convert our request to a format which is understandable by the server, and it also converts the response from server which is understandable by client. Okay, so that's all about JSON where protocol. Okay, now we see we have a browser driver. So what is this browser drivers? So these are the very specific to our browsers. So each browser contain separate browser drivers. Okay, if you are using Chrome browser, you need to use Chrome driver. If you are using Firefox, then maybe you need to use Firefox driver or Gecko driver. Okay, so here I can show you. So this is the browser driver and these are the real browsers. So for Firefox driver, it is Firefox browser, Chrome driver, Chrome browser, Opera driver, Opera browser, Safari driver, Safari browser. So like that, right? So these browser drivers communicate with respective real browsers without revealing the internal logic of browser's functionality. So when a browser driver is received any command, then that command will be executed on the respective browser and the response will go back in the form of HTTP response. So how the connectivity happens between this? Between HTTP over HTTP server. Okay, so maybe you will have a question, then why this JSON wire protocol is not directly communicating with the real browsers? Okay, why we are communicating through browser driver? Okay, so the answer here is browsers do not want to expose their functionality to any third party, and here Selenium is a third party for the real browsers. So that's why we need a component. Here it is browser driver, which will interact with real browsers without exposing their functionality. Okay, so the fourth component is browsers. Okay, Selenium supports multiple browsers such as Firefox, Chrome, IE, Safari, and so on. So now we understand four different components, right? One is Selenium language binding, JSON wire protocol, browser drivers, and real browsers. So these are the four different components in Selenium architecture. Now let's see how Selenium WebDriver works internally, right? So in real time you write some code like this, right, to launch a browser, right? So anyhow, we'll learn about it in our future videos. But for now, just understand, when we want to launch a browser, we write code something like this: WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver, then driver.get. This is the URL. Okay. So let's understand how it works here. Okay. So here we are using Selenium client library, that is Java. We are using Java language, and in our Eclipse we have written it, right? So how it works internally, that we need to understand, right? So once you have ready with your this script, then you will just right click and run, right? Run a Java application, then it will execute the program. Based on this statement, Firefox browser will be launched and it will navigate to Google website. So what will happen internally after you click on the run till the launch of Firefox browser? So once you click on run, every statement in your script will be converted as a URL with the help of JSON wire protocol over HTTP. Okay. So JSON wire protocol has REST APIs which works over HTTP. So every command in Selenium, there is a corresponding REST API in a JSON wire protocol. If you go to JSON wire protocol web page, for every possible Selenium command, you will find a get or post API. Let me show you that. So just go to Google and search for Selenium JSON wire protocol. Okay. So the very first GitHub link, let's go to that. And here let's just search for click. Okay. So here you can see, right, for click there is a post method. For submit there is a post method. For returns the visible text for the element, there is a get method. So for every possible action we do, there is a some get or post method you will find in the JSON wire protocol. So the URLs will be passed to the browser drivers. In our case, we are using Firefox driver, as we are using Firefox browser. So every browser driver has its own HTTP server. Okay. So the client library, here we are using Java, will convert the statement of the script to JSON format and communicates with the Firefox driver. So what will be the final URL, how it will look like? I'll just show it to you here. So it will look something like this. It will be in a JSON format. Okay. So every browser drivers uses a HTTP server to receive HTTP request. Once the URL reaches the browser driver, then the browser driver will pass that request to the real browser over HTTP. Okay, so here the communication happening over HTTP. Then the commands in our Selenium script will be executed on the browser. Okay, if the request is a post request, then there will be an action on the browser. If the request is a GET, then the corresponding response will be generated at the browser end and it will be sent over HTTP to the browser driver. So from here to here, and the browser driver over JSON wire protocol, and again this browser driver will send back to the JSON wire protocol, and again it will go back to our UI or ID wherever we are writing it, right? So that's how Selenium WebDriver works. Okay, so that's what is the Selenium architecture. Thank you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I'll try to explain it. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.